Good morning, students. Today our topic is lungs. So we have already discussed lungs in C2. So today we have dissected the lungs out of the body. So this is right lung, this is left lung. So we will discuss the features of lung. So as you already know, lungs are spongy, elastic respiratory organs. They occupy most of the part of thoracic cavity. Lung is like a half cone. It has apex, it has base. Apex of lung is directed upwards, base rests on the diaphragm. So before discussing general feature, you should know the side of lung, the side determination. To know the side, you should know some features of lung. As we discussed, lung has apex, which is directed upwards. It has base or inferior surface, which is directed downwards. Apex should be upwards, base should be downwards. It has anterior border. This anterior border of lung is sharp as compared to posterior border. This is the posterior border of lung, and it is ill-defined, round and thick. So this round ill-defined border is posterior border. It should be directed posteriorly. The sharp border should always be directed anteriorly, and the round ill-defined thick border should be directed posteriorly. Now it has three surfaces. We have costal surface and medial surface. Medial surface is always directed medially. Medial surface shows various impressions of structures present in mediastinum, and the costal surface, it is related to the rib cage. So medial surface is directed towards the midline, and the costal surface is directed laterally. So if I place this lung like this, so this is wrong. It should be here, because the medial surface should be directed towards the midline, and this is the lung of right side. This is right lung. Similarly, if I keep this lung, this is the sharp anterior border, and this is the round ill-defined border. It should be directed posteriorly, this is directed anteriorly, and this surface showing various impressions of structures present in mediastinum, this should be directed medially. So keeping this thing in mind, you will know this is the lung of left side, this is left lung. So this was all about the side termination. By knowing the border and surfaces, you will know the side of lung. Next is general features. So as we already discussed, lung has apex, base. It has three borders: sharp anterior border, ill-defined posterior border, and inferior border. This is inferior border encircling the diaphragmatic surface, enclosing the diaphragmatic surface. This is inferior border. Three border. It has three surfaces: costal surface, medial surface, and diaphragmatic or inferior surface. Now coming to the medial surface. Medial surface is further divided into large anterior part, which is called mediastinal part, and the small posterior part, which is called vertebral part. This vertebral part of medial surface is related to the vertebral bodies, and the mediastinal part shows various impressions of mediastinal structures. So this is mediastinal part, and this is vertebral part. Now coming to the impressions on the mediastinal part of right lung. So there are various impressions on the mediastinal part of right lung, starting from the cardiac impression. Here is the cardiac impression. This cardiac impression is found by the right atrium. Now coming to the impression for superior vena cava. This is the impression for superior vena cava. And in the line of superior vena cava, we have impression of inferior vena cava. So this is the impression of inferior vena cava. This is the impression of superior vena cava. Now coming to the impression of trachea. This is the impression of trachea. Behind this we have impression of esophagus, the esophageal impression, which is found by esophagus. Also above the root of lung we have impression of azygous vein. So azygous vein arches the root of lung and finally drain into the superior vena cava. Nerve impression on the right lung we have phrenic nerve, which is running downwards longitudinally toward the diaphragm. So we have impression of phrenic nerve and also right vagus nerve. So these were the impressions on the right lung, mediastinal part of right lung. Now coming to the costal surface. Costal surface is related to the costal pleura and thoracic case outside. So you can well appreciate the impressions of ribs on the costal surface of lung. So these are the impressions of ribs which are well appreciated on the costal surface of lung. So this is all about the costal surface. Now this diaphragmatic surface, it is related to the diaphragmatic pleura and it rests on the right dome of diaphragm, which we have already discussed in the lung in situ. So these were the impressions on the right lung. Now coming to the impressions on the left lung. This is the mediastinal part of medial surface of left lung. This is the vertebral part. So first of all, starting with the cardiac impression, this is the impression for left ventricle. This cardiac impression is found by left ventricle. Now above we have impression for arch of aorta and descending aorta. This is the impression of arch of aorta and descending aorta. Also we have impression of phrenic nerve, trachea. In the lower part we have impression of esophagus. We have impression of right vagus. So these were the impressions on the mediastinal surface of left lung. Now this is the costal surface of left lung. Again it is showing impressions of ribs. These are the impressions of ribs. Now if you see this left lung, this anterior border of left lung is interrupted in its lower part by a notch. As you can see here, it is interrupted in its lower part by a notch. This notch is called cardiac notch. Below the cardiac notch, lung shows an extension toward the medial side. This medial extension of lung is called lingula. This is called lingula. So this is all the general features and impressions of lung. So now coming to the structures of the roots. So this is right lung. Here you can well appreciate the structures of the right root of lung. On the right side you will find two bronchi. The superior one is called epartrial, the inferior one is called hipartrial bronchus, and one pulmonary artery and two pulmonary veins. Two pulmonary veins. So these are the two bronchi, epartrial bronchus and hipartrial bronchus. If you feel these bronchi, they feel hard, they feel firm and hard. So you can easily differentiate the bronchi from vessels. This is epartrial bronchus and this is hipartrial bronchus. So this is the pulmonary artery and these are pulmonary veins. Besides these structures, you may also appreciate few vessels, opening of few vessels here. These are bronchial vessels. So these were the structures of right root of lung. Now coming to the left root of lung. So here you can appreciate the structures of left root of lung. On the left side there is only single bronchus. This is the left primary bronchus. This is hard and firm, you can easily appreciate it. This is left primary bronchus. Anterior to this we have this structure. This is pulmonary artery. This is left pulmonary artery, and also you will find these two vessels. These are pulmonary vein, superior pulmonary vein and inferior pulmonary vein. Other than these structures, you will also find few openings. These are bronchial vessels. So this is left primary bronchus, left pulmonary artery, left superior pulmonary vein, left inferior pulmonary vein. So these were the structures of left root of lung. So this area is surrounded by pleura, and here the parietal and visceral pleura continue with each other, and a narrow fold of pleura runs downwards, which is called pulmonary ligament. The narrow fold of pleura runs downwards, which is called pulmonary ligament. So this is all about the structures of root of lung. Now talking about the lobes of lung. So this is the right lung. Usually it has two fissures. One is oblique fissure, as you can see here, it is well appreciated, and other is horizontal fissure. Usually the horizontal fissure is complete up to the anterior border, but in this specimen here it is incomplete. So rarely it may be incomplete. So it has two fissures, oblique, horizontal, and three lobes: superior or upper, middle, inferior or lower lobe. So these were the fissures and lobes of right lung. Now coming to the lobes of left lung. As you already know, left lung has only one oblique fissure and it has two lobes: superior or upper, inferior or lower lobe. So it has two lobes. So this is all about the lobes of lungs. So in the end we will have a quick revision of today's topic. So lung we have already discussed. Spongy respiratory organ. It has apex, base, side termination is simple, anterior border is sharp, it is directed anteriorly, posterior border is round, directed posteriorly. So you have to keep the lung on your corresponding hand, and the diaphragmatic surface is placed on the palm of your hand. So this is the anatomical position of lung. You should keep the anterior border anteriorly, posterior border posteriorly. The surface which shows various impression is medial surface. It is directed medially towards the midline, and the surface showing various impressions of ribs is costal surface, is directed laterally. So this is the anatomical position of lung. So we have discussed lobes of lungs, fissures of lung, and various impressions of right and left lungs, and the structures of root of lung. So this is all about the today's topic. Thank you so much.